Greetings.
Hello. How you doing today?
I'm not good. How are you?
I'm not good. You want to get into that?
No, it's the same shit I've been bitching about for how long
6
we've been doing
years.
this?
Don't tell me you're angry about work stuff.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next subject.
What about you?
I'm just enjoying life now. I got 3 weeks of freedom, man.
How? Okay. So is there anything worth checking in on as far as your vacation goes?
Been hanging out with my sister. We went to the beach, got sunburned. Well, it wasn't really a beach. Went to the lake, got sunburned. That's it.
For a week? That's what you did for a week? You went to the beach once?
Yeah. I mean, we went to the beach yesterday. It's
okay. What'd you do the day before?
Went to the skate park. My son wanted to go to the skate park.
For 20 hours? I mean,
it's like 110 degrees outside, 45 minutes outside, and I'm done. I'm in for the rest of the night, and I slept 14 hours. No, just kidding.
So you just hang out in your hotel room? You drive all the way across the fucking country to hang out in a hotel room?
No, we went out to my sister's.
Yeah.
My sister has a house.
The day before yesterday. You said you went to your sister's yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, the day before yesterday.
We went to a skate park and then went to my sister's.
So you're just going to your sister's every day?
Well, I guess we went out to Buffalo Wild Wings. We went out to Buffalo Wild Wings 2 days in a row.
You're so fucking weird.
It's not me. My sister really likes Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay, your family is so weird.
I can't help it. I think Buffalo Wild Wings is just okay. It's not anything like spectacular.
No, it's too fucking loud. I hate that fucking place. It's not even good food.
I mean,
it's no Applebee's.
Right. We went into the Applebee's I don't know, like last week before, whatever it was. I don't fucking remember. It was right across the street from our hotel. We walked over there and the lady said, we don't have enough servers to seat you. And half the restaurant was empty. Like it was like not busy at all. And my wife's like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, this server has this many. And she like listed off all the servers and how many. I'm like, we'll go somewhere else. And the lady just kept on talking why she couldn't seat us. Like, fine, we're going to go somewhere else. Just stop talking already.
It's fucking weird.
It is weird. Applebee's sucks anyways, so I was happy.
Yeah, like Applebee's is the worst. In my opinion, it's worse than Waffle House.
I've never eaten at a Waffle House.
It's like Applebee's except poorer.
When we went to a Waffle House and we walked in. This was last time we were in Texas. We went to a Waffle House and we walked in, and I don't know how, I've never seen this before, but it's like they built their bench tables to where the table and the bench behind it has about 4 inches of clearance. Like, I can't sit here. Are you kidding me? Who the fuck eats at a Waffle House? Who's that skinny?
Yeah. So I went to, it was probably 4 or 5 years ago. I went to a Waffle House, and it's the exact same thing. You walk in and everything's bolted to the floor. You know, it's to stop them from flying. It's like the day room in the county jail. They don't want you to have weapons, but I sat and I looked, like I walked up to the table, and normally there's this move that I do where when I walk up to a table, it's okay, which one is going to be easiest and most non-conspicuous for me to move to make room for my ass to get in there.
Right.
And I realized that everything was bolted to the ground. So it's like, okay, I got to get a fucking run and slide into this motherfucker.
You grease that motherfucker up.
So I'm in there, and the table is pressed against the center of the middle of my belly. So the top half of my belly is bulging over the top of the table, and the bottom half of my belly is bulging under the table. And I could only take shallow breaths for the entire time.
Holy fuck. How did you eat like that? I was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, we're going to go eat somewhere else. I can't even sit here comfortably.
Have a scrambled egg. just one out of. I
Just one.
can't catch my breath. I think I'm having a heart. This is it.
I don't have room for more than one egg. Holy shit.
So let me tell you how my week was. I'm just going to give you a snapshot of how my week was.
All right.
All right. So, we have 5 dogs.
Uh-huh.
One of our dogs, her name is Matilda. She is a Chihuahua.
Okay.
And she's a cunt.
All right.
All right. So all of our dogs, the 4 other dogs are relatively well trained, but Matilda, being the cunt Mexican that she is, just does whatever the fuck she wants when she wants. So I walked outside to check the mail, and the little Mexican cunt ran between my feet out the door and then just made a fucking mad dash to try to run away from home.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if you've ever spent much time with a Chihuahua, but their legs move really fast. Like they don't, but their legs do. You know, because
Chihuahuas in general are shitbags. I hate them.
So I grab the bag of treats because normally I can just crinkle the bag of treats and Matilda will come running because she's a fat Mexican cunt. Instead, I crinkle the bag of treats. By the time that I get the treats, she's like a block and a half up. Okay. So when I say jog, what I mean is my version of jogging. So my arms move faster than normal, but my feet just continue walking. Okay. So I catch up to her like within, let's say 10 feet of her. And then her little legs kick into overdrive. So like she's pulling away from me and I'm mall walking behind her trying to get her. And then she makes like a hard left and does a U-turn or whatever and ends up back headed towards the house. And this whole time I'm just crinkling the bag like, Matilda. And every once in a while she looks over her shoulder. She keeps moving forward, but looks over her shoulder and like gives me the finger and keeps going or whatever. And over the course of the next 45 minutes or so, she leads me around the entire fucking neighborhood. So it was 127 degrees here
at least.
And I was sweaty and I was hot and I was pissed off. So it gets to the point where I am just in the middle of this fucking town. Tell her, God damn it, you fucking Mexican, get back here. Because that's how we refer to her as Mexican. I get so pissed off because I'm throwing treats her way and nothing that I'm grabbing handfuls of these bacon treats and like whipping a handful of these motherfuckers. Like, God damn it. So she goes like a block and a half up, doesn't even break stride trying to get to the treats. She goes a block and a half up. I follow her up and then she jukes around me and she's waddling back down the fucking road. And she runs far enough ahead of me and then just starts eating all the treats that I'd thrown at her previously.
She knows how to play the game.
Okay. So we get to a point where the stupid bitch walks into, I was going to say neighbor, a yard in the neighborhood because we're like miles away from my house at this point. And she goes to cut between houses and it's all fenced off. So there's a house, a fence, and a house in the shape of a U. And she has found herself boxed into the corner. Okay, so here's where the story gets interesting.
All right.
So I'm like, if you've ever seen Animal House with John Belushi when he's in the pose like he's a spy, he's crouched down. So I got my arms out like I'm on the line in football. And, she goes right, I go right. She goes left, I go left. She goes high, I go high. I've got her cornered and I'm slowly just backing her into this corner. And I get to where I would say I'm like 3 feet from her. And then I go to dive on her to catch her. Okay. So in my head, I looked like Walter Payton trying to catch the fucking a Super Bowl touchdown. Like I'm full spread in the air. I'm hanging out for 8 to 10 seconds in the air because I dove so far.
It's a slow-mo shot of you.
Okay. So when I come down, so I obviously come down belly first, right? So the wind gets knocked out of me. And my fingers just graze her tail. And when I hit the ground, it was like, it has been a lot of years since I have intentionally dove on the ground. A lot of years, like lots of pounds ago.
Uh-huh.
I was not prepared for the impact that my body would have on the earth.
Did you have to cover up the hole when you were
Sorry, I left $20 on their doorstep for yard repair.
Oh my God. So tell me that you lost her and then you just walked back home with your head down. You got back to your house and she was there.
No, my wife was driving around the neighborhood, coming from the other direction.
Sure.
Moments after, I would say within 10 minutes of me finally getting off the ground after I had attempted to dive on her, my wife pulled up and opened the door, and she came and ran up and just got into the truck.
So are you getting rid of her?
I won't talk to her if that's what you're asking.
I won't. You're such a child. I won't talk to her. Do you think she knows that you're not talking to her?
I was so fucking pissed off. And then, like, after I attempted, so keep in mind my dive.
Uh-huh.
So it's been 4 nights ago, I think. And I still fall. I'm not exaggerating. Every night since then, I have fallen asleep to my wife's laughter because she starts talking about when I tried diving onto the dog.
That's so awesome. Oh shit.
And I told my wife, I said, I think through that whole thing, there was never a point where my body was not connected to the ground at some point. Like I don't,
like you were in the air, but
right. And I think it was really just like a slow motion fall, and Matilda just kind of stepped out of the way and carried on.
she's like, I'm not getting under this.
Have you ever seen a video of a fat person trying to get on the ground or struggling to get off the ground? Like you gotta put your knee up and then you place your,
Yeah.
yeah. So it was like that, except me calling it a dive.
What the worst thing so far about, you know, that I'm not a dog person. Dogs are fine, whatever. But you're a dog person. I'm not. But the worst part about this vacation so far, since we've gotten to this town in Texas, I have seen 4 dogs hit by cars on the side of the road or dead on the side of the road. I don't know if they hit by cars or whatever, but like fucking actual dog, like pets. Like I've never seen that before in my life. I mean, like I never remember seeing an animal like a dog hit by a car on the side, but I've seen fucking 4 of them in this town. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
You just mean that did you actually see them get hit, or you just see them laying on the side of the road?
Laying on the side of the road dead. It's fucking crazy. And like, it's terrible. Like I never thought that it would affect me that much. Cause like I said, I'm not, obviously I don't want to see dead dogs, but I mean, I never thought it would affect me, but it's like, it makes me feel fucking horrible. Like I don't give a shit when I see a dead raccoon. Fuck them things. But
so, you know, I've told you this story. Like I've seen friends killed. I've obviously seen friends hurt. I've lost grandparents. I've lost other loved ones.
Sure.
I was more affected. I was driving to work one morning. It was like 4:00 in the morning or so, and a fucking cat ran out in front of me, and I killed the cat.
Ooh.
And I was like devastated. It like I'm soft, man. Like
yeah. My sister has a pit bull mastiff mix. It sucks. I hate it. It's like all it wants to do is just put its face in all over me, and like, I mean, it's nice. It's a nice dog, but get away from me. I can't. Like, I like dogs, but just get away from me right now. All right.
So is this the sister you just met?
Yeah, like last year.
So is it fair to say that you spend more time with the sister you just met than the sister that you've known your whole life?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Is it because she's nicer, or you're just trying to make up for lost time?
No, it's not a matter of nicer. It's just, I'm not 100% sure I know how to explain it, but both of my sisters that I know really well that live, near me, they're both really, I don't liberal, I guess is the right way to say it or whatever. But like, and it's, a- it's annoying to me. It's just like, I'm just tired of it. You know what I mean? Like everything is like every conversation is like about how the Trump is ruining the world and like
He hasn't been president for 19 fucking years.
exactly. But at the same time, this sister here that I'm visiting, we went to watch fireworks at some park or whatever because they're really patriotic and really like 4th of July or whatever.
God, like,
So
do they wear matching Old Navy shirts?
no, but her husband wore a "Let's Go Brandon" t-shirt.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, like 8 people were like, "Oh yeah, hey man, nice shirt, I love it." And like fist bump, they were like fist bumping. Please, they're cool. It's just like I can't wrap my head around that. You know what I mean?
Blaring Kid Rock as you pull into the fireworks parking lot.
He's a cool guy. Like I said, I mean, he's fine.
Oh, he sounds like it. Yeah, for sure.
It's I go from my sisters are really liberal to my other sister, her family, like really conservative. You know what I mean? And they eat dinner as a family and they all like sit together in the living room or in the kitchen, like real traditional, like, and me and my family were just like, yeah, it's time to eat. Let's fucking eat whatever. You know what I mean? Like we eat in the living room in front of the TV where I'm not fucking fancy. I don't give a shit. But she's very particular about like, we eat, this is family time. We're eating, TV's off. We're talking. I'm like, oh my God.
I don't want to talk to you.
Family. It's fine though. I mean, I'm just not used to that.
Yeah, because it's fucking lame.
They've got a homeowners association where they live, and like all the houses look exactly the same. And if the grass gets more than 3/4 of an inch long, somebody's complaining. And fucking man, we mow our grass as little as possible, and like our garbage can is on the floor. And just whatever. But I mean, they're just way fancier than we are. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I've said it before. I mow my grass off. I mow my grass when I am in danger of getting fined by the city. That is it.
Right. And that's how it should be. I think that's how it should be.
So I have to take my garbage can to the street on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I wheel it to the house Tuesday morning so I can throw the garbage bags that have piled up in the garage in it and then take it back out. Like it just stays out on the curb all week around.
While we were there, it's funny that you said that. While we were there, it was garbage day, and she said that they got a call from the homeowners association that they had left their garbage can at the curb past the time limit. It has to be up back from the curb to your house where nobody can see it by 10 o'clock in the morning, and it was like noon or something like that, and it was still there. And they got a call like you didn't bring your garbage can up in time. Like how much do you pay a homeowners association to yell at you about when you bring a garbage can up? It's so stupid.
So why do you suppose that people would put themselves in that position? What do you gain? Just a nicer neighborhood?
That's what I asked her. That's exactly what I asked her. Why do you do that? And she said, first of all, she didn't know. She moved from Las Vegas and they didn't have a homeowners association where they lived. She said, I didn't know anything about it. And the house, we liked the house. And then it was like one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, homeowners association with this house. We don't know. And then she's like, it's nice. The neighborhood's really nice, but they're just really particular about certain stuff. I'm like, I wouldn't like any of it. I don't care if my neighborhood's nice like that. In fact, it annoys me when people care that much about their lawn. It annoys me.
I would rather live like in, I don't know, what's a good ghetto name? Jefferson something, Jefferson Heights. I would rather live in Jefferson Heights and just worry about people like breaking into my house and raping me than have somebody calling me 2 hours after they picked up the garbage and said that, you know, if you do that again, you're going to get a fine or whatever the fuck happens.
Mhm.
Because I know me, I would intentionally leave my garbage cans out.
Oh, 100%.
Like I would buy garbage cans just to leave them out.
Extra garbage cans. So they got they were doing some like making their yard look nice, landscaping bricks or whatever the hell they were doing. And he bought the bricks and stuff, put them in his driveway. And one weekend he got like about halfway done. The next weekend it rained and he works through the week. So it was the third weekend that he finished it up. Well, before he was done on that third weekend, they got a letter from their HOA with a picture. Somebody drove by and took a picture of his house with the bricks in his driveway and said, "You're not allowed to have bricks in your driveway. You're not allowed to have like construction materials." It's like, I'm terracing my yard. Like I'm Jesus.
Okay. On the other side of it, if I lived someplace where there was an HOA, I would definitely be driving around taking pictures of everybody's shit.
You would be that guy.
Oh, absolutely. You know how much fun that would be? Like to be on garbage can patrol?
You're breaking the rules.
According to subsection 3.
She said that according to their HOA, they're not allowed to park on the street. And you're not allowed to leave a car on the street or in your driveway past 7 p.m. at night. And she said that we don't follow that rule.
Hold on. You're not allowed to have a car in your driveway?
Right. It has to be in your garage.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And she said we don't follow that rule because nobody else, I mean, if you look around, everybody else is breaking that rule. So I said at any moment they could start enforcing that rule and you wouldn't be able to park in front of your house or in your driveway. And she said, yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. It's so, and you're paying for this privilege?
That's white privilege.
Jeez. It's just, the whole thing is crazy to me.
I've got right now, as we speak, I have 2 cars broken down, parked on the street because I don't want them leaking oil in my driveway.
So before your daughter stole that car from me, I had it sitting in front of my house for like, I don't know, 3 months or whatever. And I would just move it every once in a while so the battery didn't die or whatever. It just kind of sat there and nobody said a word. It makes me feel, when we go to their house, it makes me feel like way more white trash than I am. Or maybe it makes me feel exactly the amount of white trash that I am.
Is it like a super nice house?
Yes. Yes, very nice. And they have like,
no, I mean, I don't mean nice to you. I mean, nice to normal people.
It's way, way nicer than anyone should ever let me inside of. So,
okay.
And they have a home security system with cameras and everything. And every time somebody opens, right when they moved in, he put sensors on every single door. So when somebody opens any door in the house, there's a speaker that announces which door just opened.
Oh, see that's stupid.
So anytime and the same with the windows, like if somebody opens a window, it announces it over the little speaker thing. Patio door open.
What good does that do? Like you're laying in bed and it says living room window smashed. Oh, fuck.
Son of a bitch, that's my favorite window. Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm curious. You said that, how far are you from their neighborhood right now?
15 minutes, probably 20 minutes, maybe.
So as I understand it, the area that you're in has a high population of black people.
89% of the people who live in this town that I'm in right now are black, according to the demographics.
If you had to guess based on what you've seen, what is the percentage of black people that are members of that HOA?
0.
That's why there's an HOA.
Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
But no, black people.
You can see when we drive from here to there, holy crap, is it different? And it's only like 15 minutes away. And it's like, wow, there's like no garbage on the streets here.
They're not even taking copper from the walls.
When we came into this town, this is funny. We came into this town and came into our hotel. You could hear the booming bass from inside the hotel in the parking lot. And we walked in and it was so loud. And we checked in and we looked around the corner and there was a party going on. And the big, huge screen said Denisha and Will Shonda's fucking 27th anniversary or whatever. It had a picture of 2 black people. And
all I want to do is zoom, 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 zoom. We're in the wrong place, babe.
and that I don't know, whatever they call it, their little conference room or whatever, is literally right under. We're on the 2nd floor. We're right above it, and it boomed. Like our whole room was shaking until like, I don't know, it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night or whatever. And then it just stopped. It was like, that must have been the cutoff. That's all you can do. I could not believe it. I've never like been in a hotel like that before. It was so loud. And we went to my sister's and told her, where we're staying. And she's like, your wife told us where you were staying before you were staying. And I debated on whether I should tell you because I didn't want you to think I was racist, but I would never ever stay in that town. It's like, thanks for telling us, I guess. She's like, I didn't want you to think that I was racist if I told you not to stay there.
I didn't want you to think I was racist if I told you that it's filled with black people. Right. It's like, no, that's not racist. It's just factual.
Yeah, you could have. I mean, I don't know. I probably still would have stayed. I don't care. It's not bad here. I'd never move here. Too much trash on the street. But
how do you think black people would react to having to follow the rules of an HOA? Like,
oh my God.
Have you ever been in a bar? You've never been in a confrontation with a black person, right?
No, but I've seen them.
No, I mean, like, you can't even ask simple things like, please give me my bike back without them getting all upset.
So just today, we walked into Costco, and as we walked in, there was a black lady yelling at another black lady, like just screaming her, "You fucking stupid bitch, you damn hoe," like screaming at each other and yelling at it, like. And we just walked right by, and the one was walking out, and the other one was walking into shop, and they were like walking away from each other, yelling and screaming at each other, like just at the top of their lungs, just whatever dumb names they could think of. This is so funny.
Sounds like a great vacation.
It's awesome. We went to Costco to get whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get a hot dog, and I ordered 2 hot dogs, and the lady gave me 5. It was an awesome vacation. That's hot dogs, man. What else do you need?
What? Why? Did you only pay for 2 hot dogs?
Yeah. I told her I didn't want the buns because she was making them. I said, I'm not going to eat the buns anyways. Just wrap them up. And she's like, oh, you don't want the bread? I'm like, no. She's like, I'll give you extra since you're not getting bread. And she gave me 5. I'm like, cool. Thanks, I guess.
That's weird.
I thought it was awesome.
They don't do that in Kansas. When you order food.
No, I ordered 1. No, you're getting half.
I went to a place here called Brahms a while back, and I ordered a triple cheeseburger, no bun, and they're like, "Well, then it's not a cheeseburger." But that is fine, but I don't want the bread. This dumbass up here is ordering a hamburger without the bread.
You had to call the manager. Is this something we can do? I don't know how to do this.
Oh, God. All right. You ready to get the show started?
Yeah, let's go. Now that we got the housekeeping out of the way.
See, that's the great thing about doing bonus episodes is we don't have to promote anything. We're already promoted. This is as promoted as we're going to get, buddy.
Right. Oh, shit.
I didn't even clean this up. Got shit. We'll just do shit from last week.
Whatever.
Oh, did you hear that Roe versus Wade got overturned?
I didn't.
What do you know about the Presidential Medal of Freedom?
Nothing. I know the Presidential Medal of Honor. Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That has nothing to do with the article that I pulled.
Perfect.
All right. Presidential Medal of Freedom. All right. What is it? The Presidential Medal of Freedom is an award bestowed by the President of the United States to recognize people who have made an especially meritorious contribution to the security or national interest of the United States. Okay, now you know what it is.
So if I like citizens arrest a terrorist, is that is that what that means?
So that would, okay, if you single-handedly grab a brown person and put them in handcuffs,
Uh-huh.
you would think that that would at least make you a potential recipient.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to tell you some of the people that got it. Okay, it says the White House announced President Biden's first list of Presidential Medal of Freedom honorees.
Oh my God.
And it's more stacked than this year's pitchfork. I don't know what the fuck that means.
I was just gonna say, what the hell does that mean?
All right. Are you ready to find out who has helped the security of this country?
Yeah, who's arrested brown people?
All right. Former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords,
Isn't she the one that got shot?
who survived an assassination attempt in 2011, became a gun control advocate,
Ugh.
and actor Denzel Washington will receive honors. Okay, so this Congresswoman gets shot.
Mm-hmm. And then this
Like-
guy acts real good.
Yeah,
You act real good. Here's a medal.
Medal of Freedom. But the only thing that she did is got shot, and then she came out against gun control. Like, I think that it is normal for somebody that gets shot at random, like she did, to be anti-gun. Like, I get it. If I'm anti getting punched in the nose because it's happened to me, I don't like it.
But would you like pass laws so other people can't get punched?
Oh, you're fucking right. I would if I could. No more punching in the nose. It's a hate crime.
No more using your fists as assault weapons to punch people in the nose.
All right.
All she did was get shot and then try to take guns away. Freedom.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. Athlete Simone Biles and Megan Rapinoe, which I don't know who either one of those are.
Simone Biles is a gymnast. Megan Rap or whatever is a lesbian. That's all I know about her. She plays soccer.
That's a sport.
Yeah, she's the best carpet muncher around.
Okay. Apple CEO and co-founder Steve Jobs.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yes.
All right.
Republican Senator John McCain.
Isn't he dead too?
But do you understand, like, how do you equate what Steve Jobs did? Like, okay, so that's fine. Now we have iPads that we can give to our kids to keep them busy. But
Freedom. It's the same thing, right?
Civil rights leader Fred Gray Sr.
Wasn't that the
Do
guy
you know-
from Sanford and Son? What?
Do you-
Fred Gray Sr.
Okay, so you've never heard of civil rights leader Fred Gray Sr.?
No.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you what he did, and then I'm going to call you a racist because you didn't know what he did.
Okay. Did he invent the peanut?
He is the attorney who filed the petition to challenge Alabama's bus segregation.
So he filed a petition?
Okay.
Can't anybody file a petition? Well,
So okay, here I want you to look at it. So the point of view that I was looking at this at is like they have went so far down the bottom of the barrel of black advocates or whatever that it's the guy who filed the petition to stop bus segregation.
what about the guy that opened the bus door so that Rosa Parks lady could get on? What about him? Somebody
What-
had to open that
No,
door.
okay. What about the guy who sanitized the seat of the bus after she got off?
Yours is better. Damn it.
Full disclosure, I had that joke written down that I knew I was going to crowbar it in somewhere, and you just
Crazy that you can write them kind of jokes and just know they'll fit in somewhere. Somehow Rosa Parks is coming up.
No, so if you can't see the Trello board, but I wrote in the description, what about Clayton Bigsby, the guy who sanitized the seat of the bus after Rosa Parks left?
I'm glad I can make that work for you. That is awesome.
So that was my only pre-show work for today. and I just let the cat out of the bag.
No, I think that's good. I think giving a little peek behind the curtain is a good thing. Just a little peek into the writer's room.
Oh, you want to know how the fucking sausage is made?
Right. Shit.
But also, little known fact
Uh-huh.
is that entire time that we spent talking through the list of nominees
Yeah.
was to get to that joke.
So I helped you shoehorn in a joke that I didn't even know you wrote. On the same page. That never happens. Holy fuck. It never fucking works, man.
Right. So Presidential Medal of Freedom, done.
And check.
Oh, what is this one? Cruise ship brawl. Does that sound exciting?
Can I tell you a short little anecdote
Please do.
before we?
Yes.
So we were watching South Park last night. I was watching South Park with my son, and it was the one where the Macho Man Randy Savage beats the women, and he's the woman of the year or whatever. And during a commercial, my son said, "Have you noticed since the pandemic that lots of people are like gay or think they're a different gender now?" And I said, "Yes, I have noticed that." And he said, "I think it's because people think it's trendy now." I said, yeah, that's what I think too. I think it's because they think it's trendy and it's so dumb. And then that was the extent of the conversation. He's like, "Just have you noticed that more people are gay and questioning their sexuality now?" Just the way he said it was so funny to me.
How old's your son?
14.
I hope he comes out as a girl. Like, there's still hope.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? I mean, I would have to laugh, or it would be funny. I mean, I'd kick him out immediately.
And don't take any of your sister's clothes on your way out the door.
Exactly. What I hope happens is that he comes out as a girl and she comes out as a boy. That way I'm even. Everything's the same. I don't really lose anything.
Oh, fuck. So I picked this story because of the headline. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I picked the story because of the headline, and then I just now started reading it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Can I at least get the headline?
Carnival cruise brawl broke out after alleged threesome sparks cheating accusations.
Okay. Why would that headline even jump out at you?
Okay, because if you're in a threesome, how can there be cheating allegations? If you're in a threesome, like if you look over, okay, let's say that your wife looks over at you and some girl is just ramming your dick down her throat. Your wife's not going to go like, "Are you seeing somebody else?"
I think you might be cheating. Nope. I don't think that's how it works.
No, but so that's where I thought the conversation would go. But then I started reading it and like, I don't care about it anymore. Like, I don't know. An alleged threesome between passengers had upset their significant others when they learned of the rendezvous. Oh, okay. So they had threesome without telling their spouses.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's different.
Beer bottles were smashed and a woman may have been cut during the chaos. Apparently 600 people ended up getting into the fight
How do they mitigate something like that on a cruise line? It's not like they can take them away. They got a jail?
Yeah, they got jails.
Do they really?
You've never been on a cruise, have you?
I have not.
Oh, it sucks ass.
Yeah, that's why I can only imagine. It doesn't seem like fun to me. Like you're stuck on a boat with people that I don't know. That would be horrible.
Okay, so the cruise ship that I went on, it was called Dolphin Cruise Lines. If you've ever seen the movie Bad Boys with Martin Lawrence and the other black guy, there's a
Smith.
scene, right? There's a scene where they're walking up the hill, I think in San Francisco, and there's a cruise ship in the background. That is the cruise ship that I was on.
Oh,
But
okay.
it is not anything like what you would expect when. Okay, so fuck. I hate when I start telling a story and then I got to give a backstory to get back up to speed on what I was about to say. Okay, so my parents were when I was in high school. So it started when my mom and dad got divorced. I was 3.
Just this cruise. You're gonna tell a cruise line story that started when you were 3? Really?
Okay, so my parents got divorced when I was really young.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember a time that they were ever married. But I went and lived with my mom. I'm gonna just try to
Jesus
stall
Christ.
as long as possible. So I went to I lived with my mom and my stepdad. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're cutting out.
Sorry.
And I used to go to my dad's house every other weekend. When I got out of 8th grade, I was getting ready to go to high school. I decided to go live with my dad and my stepmom. Okay. So then I went through my 4 years of high school. And then as I was getting ready to graduate high school, they offered me my choice for a graduation gift. They would pay for me and my best friend to go on a cruise, or they would throw me a graduation party.
This just sounds so gay to me. Like you and your buddy went on a romantic cruise, like a Dolphin Starship Cruise Lines or whatever. I don't understand how this isn't gay.
Because we didn't fuck. Like,
you sure?
It's easy. Yeah, I'm pretty positive. Anyway, so we went on this cruise. Okay, so leading up to the cruise, I was asking my dad, who had been in the military and had quite the life experience, like, so is it like you're out in the ocean and it's rocking? It like, can you feel it or what? He's like, no, the boats are so big that, they have pool tables on them and the balls don't even move. It's pretty much stationary, whatever. Okay. So fast forward to we're on this fucking canoe and the motherfucker is rocking back and forth so bad it's slamming everybody against the walls.
They put a pool table on a canoe? That's
okay,
cool.
so like the brochure says, enjoy a fucking movie in our movie theater. And it was literally a room with 4 folding tables, a VHS player, and a TV on it on the floor. Like, it was so fucking ghetto. But they let me, they gave me the over 21 thing so I could get drunk. And so I was able to spend all the money that my parents gave me on gambling and drinking.
Were you not even 21?
No, I said it was graduation present.
Oh, yeah.
How long do you think it took me to graduate high school, you fucking asshole?
So that doesn't seem weird to you? Like, I know it doesn't seem weird because it happened to you, but like, hey, how would you and your little friend like to go on a boat trip for a week or whatever? Just you two.
It would have been it would have been weird if they would have said you and your little friend.
They were trying to tell you something that you didn't even know at the time. You guys need a little bit of time alone. Did you share a room?
Of course.
Who got it in the porthole?
So you're right. Like, you're right. Saying it the way you said it, it sounds weird. Like, why would you send 2 18-year-olds on a cruise?
Right.
Unless you thought that they were fucking. And
exactly.
I just thought it was like a normal thing. Like, okay, so I have a choice. I can either have a party or have a cruise. Okay, I'm going on the cruise because going to the Bahamas and getting drunk sounds like a good time.
Now, like, when you think about going on a cruise, you think me and my girl are going to go on a cruise and like, you never, me and
No.
this guy.
So you're wrong. That's what you think of. Now, I always associate cruise. If somebody tells me they're going on a cruise, I think of shitty food and being hungover.
But you
like, why would you do that? Why would you spend that much money to get drunk and sit in a room and puke? You're stupid.
Oh, so
go to
why
some
wouldn't you give me separate rooms? Why?
That'd be incredibly expensive.
Yeah, and not gay.
It's not like we shared a bed, you fucker.
Sometimes you have to pay a little extra so your wieners don't touch.
It was, God, I haven't thought about this fucking cruise in forever, but it was so gay. Like, no, like, because my parents made me like, okay, you have to take these type of clothes and these type of clothes because when you guys go to your dinner,
Yeah. You wear a
when,
dress?
when you guys go to your dinner, because you have your choice, you can either go to the buffet
Uh-huh.
or you can go to the formal dinner. But if you go to the formal dinner, you have to dress appropriately.
Uh-huh.
And at the time, I worked at Holiday Inn as I did room service at Holiday Inn.
Uh-huh.
Okay, part of the getup for the room service at Holiday Inn was a white tuxedo shirt and a bow tie. So, so that was my formal wear on the cruise. was my room service outfit from Holiday Inn.
Did anybody ask you for a drink over here? I sure hope so. Oh my god.
Excuse me, garçon.
Jesus Christ. It's so weird and like just it's weird that your parents would come up with like a party or a cruise. Like I just never ever would have imagined somebody offering an 18-year-old kid a cruise and an 18-year-old kid being like, "Yeah, a cruise sounds fun."
It sounded a lot better than the one. I'm still glad that I made the choice that I did.
Yeah.
Because it was an experience that I've never would have gotten otherwise.
Sure.
But the party would have been lame. We would have been playing like musical chairs and my grandma would have been there and
Pin the tail on the donkey. If you're lucky, you can play spin the bottle with your boyfriend instead.
pin the wiener on the Dan. Because my brother had a graduation party, and that's why I knew I didn't want that. Because there was no alcohol, and there was this game that my dad came up with. It was like musical chairs, except for pies or something. And there were plates on the ground. Like if there was 8 people playing, there were 7 plates, and he would play music, and then the music would stop, and everybody had to step on a plate, and whatever. It was fucking stupid, but I knew I didn't want no fucking part of it.
So that was when when he graduated high school. That's what they did for him.
Yes.
Your parents are out of touch. That's weird.
Okay, so what did you get for graduation?
They threw a party, and I was only there for about 15 minutes, and I left. The party was more for them and their friends. I think they were surprised that I graduated high school.
But what did you get?
Money.
How much?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago. If I can remember. It was enough to where when I moved out of my parents' house, I had like $1,000 in the bank. So more than $1,000. I don't know. I don't remember.
There was a game or a thing that my dad came up with that was kind of fun for my brother's graduation party.
Yeah.
He rented a helium tank and bought hundreds of balloons or whatever. But what he ended up doing is filling up, say, 30 or 40 balloons and tying them all together and then tying one end of it to a roll of toilet paper and then let it just unroll the toilet paper up into the sky.
Yeah.
And then as the balloons would fly away, he would start shooting them with a pellet gun so he could TP the neighbors' houses.
That's not a game. Who wins?
All of us. It was fun.
Everybody except your neighbor wins.
Figure I was 14 years old and I'm telling the story now. That sounds like a pretty good game.
Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know. Like my parents threw a party for my graduation, and like I said, I think I was only there for 15 or 20 minutes before I left. And my mom flew in that was the first time I'd seen my mom since I was 5 years old. She flew in for the graduation party, and I was only there for like 15 minutes. Then gone. I don't care about any of that shit.
Oh, you're going to give your kids a graduation present? Well, no, because they're graduating homeschool. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
Exactly. No, why should you get a present for graduating?
Because it's a life milestone.
Is it?
Yes.
Who? How is it a life milestone if like
Do you remember where you were when you graduated?
I mean, I remember the city that I was in.
No. Do you remember the moment? Do you remember the moment that you graduated?
No, not really.
You don't remember getting your diploma?
I mean, I guess. I don't remember like, oh, I felt so special, or I was like,
I didn't ask how you felt. I said, do you remember the moment?
yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Do you remember when you heard about 9/11?
Yes.
See?
Same. Tragedies. So how is it a special? That's what I never understood. Like every single person does this, but somehow it's a special.
That's not true. Not
Okay.
every single person graduates high school.
Most of it means you're just above retard level. How is
Your
it?
kids aren't going to graduate from high school. You know that, right?
Right. They're just below retard level.
Okay, that's like saying you shouldn't have you shouldn't celebrate somebody getting married.
Right.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
Why should you celebrate stupid shit like that? I don't understand.
Because it's a fucking milestone. What should you celebrate?
Achievements, I guess. I don't know. If you do something.
Right. You don't think graduating high school is an achievement?
No. Have you seen some of the idiots that they churn out of high school that graduate high school? No, of course it's not a fucking achievement. They let anybody graduate.
How many?
Of
course it's not true.
I'm just saying shit at this point.
That only applies in the inner city.
Oh, my bad.
And if you're good at football.
Oh, God. So do you and your wife celebrate your wedding anniversary at all?
Define celebrate. We acknowledge.
Okay. That's about where we're at too. Our wedding anniversary happened the first week we were on vacation. We're just like, it's our wedding anniversary. Cool. That's it. I mean, we don't, people that like celebrate that kind of stuff or their birthdays or like they make a big deal out of that kind of shit. This is annoying to me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think really what I quit celebrating. The last thing that I actually would say celebrate was Christmas when the kids were in the house. You know, like, I don't mean when they came to visit. I mean, waking up Christmas morning to a Christmas tree and opening presents and all that. But other than that, like, as soon as my daughter moved out, it's like, I'll give you cash. That's it. You're not opening anything. I'm done with this bullshit.
I'll mail you cash. Don't come here. Yeah. And that's kind of like, most of that shit is just for kids. Like as adults, what are you going to celebrate? What is there to like? Maybe I'm just a dud. I just don't like that shit. But like, if I got like a big promotion at work, is that what you're supposed to celebrate? Even when I got like the toolmaker gig that I'm doing, it wasn't like we celebrated. You know what I mean? It was just like, yeah, finally, I get what I deserve. Not really.
All right. Do you think? Yeah. What when you got your promotion, and it's not a promotion. You didn't get a promotion. First off,
I got more money. That's all that matters.
No, you posted on a different job, and you were the most senior person that posted.
Yes.
That is not a promotion. Like, yeah, you've been here longer than everybody else, so I guess we'll give it to you.
Yes. Taking it. More money, that's all that matters. So we went to this 4th of July celebration. Now, we don't usually go to 4th of July. Do you go out and watch fireworks or whatever?
No, not since the kids.
I
don't get, all fireworks shows are the fucking same.
Right. So we went to this park. It was about a 40-minute drive. And then we got on a bus, and the bus was about a 10-minute ride. And then we sat in the heat for about 3 hours, and they had vendors and food. And it was like, they had corn dogs for $12 or whatever. It was like we spent a humongous amount of money eating shitty food and buying shitty little trinkets from the shops or whatever. And then we sat on the concrete and watched fireworks. And then we stood in line to get back on the bus for about an hour. and we didn't get home until like 1:00 in the morning. It wasn't fun. There was like nothing about it that I enjoyed because it was like a 20-minute fireworks show. It was okay, I guess, but
No, there's nothing that you could identify about that fireworks show that I couldn't say, yeah, I seen the same thing out of my fucking backyard.
right. But
No, seriously, they went up and they exploded and there was colors.
Explosions. So, but my sister and her husband are really into 4th of July and celebrating 4th of July and family activities, whatever. And like, so we just kind of went along. And
Did you try the that line with your brother-in-law about the Statue of Liberty shaking her fist?
no, I just kind of let him talk.
Let freedom ring, baby.
No, like I said, he's fine, but like just says a lot of the like talking points that like, oh, did you see Joe Biden can't even ride a bicycle? All right. I mean, I might say stuff like that, like on the show, because it's funny or whatever. But like when you're talking to another person, like in just regular conversation, I don't talk about like how shitty Joe Biden is or how terrible Trump was. Like, who talks like that? Don't you have something else to talk about? Like,
how many times has he complained about grocery prices or gas prices?
more than I can count. I mean, it was immediately about grocery price because the first day we got here, we went over to their house and they cooked steaks, and he was complaining about the price of steaks and food. Not the price of the steaks, but like just the price.
I was gonna say there's nothing shittier than cooking some food for like, hey, do you want to come over and eat? And then you have any idea how expensive this food is?
Like with his hand out. No, it wasn't like that at all. It was just that's just the way that his mind kind of works that way. I think like it's the same with people that are on the left. It's like they just have these pre-programmed things that they have to say, I think. I don't know. I just don't relate, and I don't know. Maybe it's a me issue. Maybe I should be more political. Just talk about politics in my personal life more. And only say things that are approved messages or whatever.
So are you keeping up on I think it's the most recent mass shooting at that 4th of July thing?
In Chicago?
Yeah.
No, but yes. I got a message from Melvin and he's like something about this guy works for the FBI or CIA or whatever. And there was an attachment and I downloaded the attachment. Must have been a movie or something. I haven't watched it yet. I don't even know what it was. I was like, he said something about the FBI. There was an attachment. I downloaded it and my wife said something and I got distracted and forgot. So apparently he works for the FBI and Melvin's got the proof.
He looks like you don't know who the Island Boys are, do you?
No.
Yeah, so he don't work for the FBI. They have a strict vetting process, and face tattoos pretty much knocks you out of it.
He's got a face tattoo?
I don't know. I think
so. I heard, of course, that he's a rapper, and he had a picture of himself with the Trump flag or something. So he's a Trump supporter. I don't know. I don't know what's real and what they're just making up. What do you know?
It's not what I know. What I suspected was when I seen a picture of that kid,
mm-hmm.
I thought for sure he was going to be wearing one of our shirts.
No. How awesome would that be? That would be like the best promo ever.
You think so?
Yes. You don't think so?
Not no. Like if it was one of the cool shootings, like at that Vegas hotel where they got a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
Like
what makes the shooting cool?
High score.
So this one, I think we can say this one was cool because it wasn't a school involved, right? I mean, it's not like he was shooting kids. Was there
Okay,
did he shoot
so-
a kid?
Okay. Are you saying that shooting kids is uncool?
Yes.
Are you saying there are certain mass shootings that are cool?
Yes.
Therefore, if you go into an old folks home, that
Yep. Follow
is during bingo.
during a bingo night. Right. If somebody is on life support, if you want to commit a mass shooting, you want people on life support, wouldn't that help everybody?
Going on the COVID floor like a year ago.
Just then you know what? People would think that you were like a hero. You could brand yourself as like a mercy killer.
What about like a pediatric cancer wing?
That's tricky. It goes against the first rule of don't kill kids, but then they're gonna die anyway. So, how about killing their parents? Would that be funny?
So you got to go to the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna spare your kids. We're gonna kill all the parents.
How fucked up would that be if there was a mass shooting at a Ronald McDonald House?
That would be awesome. Am I allowed to say that'd be awesome? Because that would be awesome. Just the headline alone would be great. Ronald McDonald House.
If he was dressed up as the Burger King when he did it. I think McDonald's would have to rebrand.
No, it would be better if he was dressed up as that girl from Wendy's, like the fucking pigtails. Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
Man.
All right. So what's your plans? What can we hope to hear from you between now and next week?
From here, tomorrow morning, we're driving to Arkansas, I think. My wife said it's like 6 hours to Arkansas, and she said, do you want to drive straight, or do you want to stop somewhere, just drive for a while and stop, and then drive the rest of the way the next day, so we don't have to drive for 6 hours? I'm like, I don't know. So we got to decide that still.
What's in Arkansas?
I don't know. Just some shit. I don't know. We're not. There's nothing anywhere. We're just driving.
No, that's not true. You went to Texas to spend a week with your fucking sister. You can no longer make the claim that we're just driving. So it's not a dumb question that I asked you what's in Arkansas. So don't pretend that it is.
That was
All
rough.
right.
I don't. There's nothing in Arkansas. I mean, there's nothing that we're like driving in particular to see. My wife liked the last time we drove through Arkansas. She's like, I want to stay in Arkansas sometime. So we're going to find a place in Arkansas to stay and check it out.
So this trip has been all hotels and no houses, right?
Right. So far. Yeah.
Like a poor person. Where?
Yes.
What's the biggest city near you right now? Is it Fort Worth?
Dallas. We're about 10 minutes from Dallas.
Okay. And you're going to Arkansas. Where at in Arkansas?
Bentonville.
What?
Bentonville.
Where the fuck is that?
I don't know. Somewhere in Arkansas.
No, like north, south, east, west Arkansas?
No idea. Arkansas.
How far is it from Little Rock?
No idea. I
Well,
really have no idea.
Because you can go meet Jody B. That's what I'm trying to set up your next meet and greet.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know where he lived. He lives in Little Rock or outside of Little Rock or whatever.
Yeah, I think in that area. Yeah. When I met him, that's where he.
Maybe I'll message him.
But you won't give me any fucking information other than fucking Bentonville or whatever.
Bentonville. That's all I know.
Fuck.
I don't know where it's at. You think I'm paying attention
Bentonville.
to this shit?
Oh, it's with a B, Bentonville.
Yes, that's what I said.
You said Bentonville.
Oh,
Some
you
make
heard that.
believe bullshit. All right. Oh, it's right on the you couldn't get any further away from him and still stay in Arkansas.
Maybe he'll drive.
So then where?
Home.
Okay, so you're just cutting through the tit of Arkansas.
Yeah, sure.
I think what's his name? The wrestling guy.
Oh,
Brian?
Shiznit guy?
Yeah, shooting the shiznit. What's his name? Brian?
Yeah, I think so. Brian,
Anyway, yeah, I think he lives in Arkansas too.
where at?
I don't fucking know.
Wrestlerville.
Okay, so is your plan to just stay one night in Arkansas or a couple days or one?
We were gonna stay a week, but then I think we decided that we're gonna cut it short by a couple of days and get home a couple of days earlier, just because we want to have a couple of days at the end to recoup a little bit.
All right. So when are you getting home?
We haven't decided on that for 100% yet because she's gonna book a place tonight or tomorrow morning or whatever in Arkansas somewhere. So it all depends on what she can book, and it depends on a couple different.
No, I'm wondering is the plans for our schedule going to change at all?
No.
Fuck. All right.
Do you want it to?
Yes, I want to go back to our regular recording schedule.
Yeah, we will. Well, our plans aren't going to change.
I want to go back to it sooner.
How?
Get home now. Just go home. Don't stop in fucking Fentonville or whatever.
Fentanylville.
So your wife likes Arkansas. Who gives a fuck? Like, just drive through it.
Drive through. Look at it. That's pretty. Let's go.
Come on, we gotta make good time.
We gotta be home by 5:30. Come on. Yeah. I'm sure we'll stop at. My son's really big on stopping at skate parks. He wants to visit as many skate parks as he can. So I've been skating at the skate parks with him, except for the last one. The one before the last one, I hurt myself. I've been limping around for about 4 days. I fucked up my knee so bad. I've been limping around. It's horrible.
Okay, what about this? We're not too. There's a point where we could be not too far from each other.
Okay.
What if we do a meet and greet in Coffeyville, Kansas? That's about the halfway point.
Okay. She said we were going through Kansas, but nowhere near you. That's all she told me.
Yeah, I'm sure she told you to say it just like that.
Just don't tell him we're going anywhere near him. God. Coffeyville. How far is Coffeyville from you?
Oh, 3-4 hours.
Oh.
The same as what it is from Shentonville or wherever the fuck you were going.
Shit. So is there anybody, I wonder if there's anybody that lives anywhere near there. We could all do a meet and greet with both of us.
Oh, but in Coffeyville, Kansas, I would guess no.
How do you know? You don't know. They might drive. They leave now. They got plenty of time.
I'm sure Coffeyville don't even have a fucking hotel.
That's a big place, isn't it?
In Kansas speak, yes, but not in real life.
I've heard of it, so it's got to be a big place.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a reason why I've heard of it.
Uh-huh.
It hit me right as I said it. Huh.
All right, time to go.
All right, bye.
Bye.